What's going on, everybody? CaptainRoBear and crew here for Tyranny of Dragons, episode 21.
21?
I was gonna say, I can't believe we put 21 episodes into this already. That's wild.
It's time to go drinking, boys.
Wow.
Let's go. Good to be back. Good to play D&D. Let's get those announcements carried off.
Yeah. All right. I don't have a whole lot to throw out there right now. I just got back from vacation myself, but content's going to start rolling out more this week. I'll be at Gen Con, like a lot of the folks here, so I'm working on finding I think I might be doing something like a meet and greet kind of signing Saturday morning on the expo hall floor. I got to figure that out like tonight to figure that out so that I can let all of you know, and I gotta stock up on swag to give away and stuff. But yeah, also be on the lookout for some sort of top 10, top 20 TTRPG products that are on sale on Prime Day, because that kicks off tomorrow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We're already at Prime Day? The summer just started.
Well, what's crazy is it's now through Friday. It's tomorrow through Friday. It's a 4-day Prime Day now. So.
Well, hopefully they put some good stuff back
holiday
on.
weekend.
Yeah, it's basically, yeah. So anyway, I'll be covering that. Also, it usually does ridiculous money for me because everybody goes and buys all the stuff I list. So please click on those links and buy all the stuff from Amazon when I make that video tomorrow.
Get it.
Noah, tell us all about Forgotten Paths.
Hey, so y'all, yeah, obviously you heard it. RoBear, you have that QR code. If you don't mind, just clicking it real quick. That is the Forgotten Paths QR code on your screen. If you have not listened to Forgotten Paths, then there's no better time to start than the present, because we're about to finish campaign 2, which means that if you really want to, you can listen to the entirety of campaign 1, which is 61-hour episodes. Then you can listen to 6 mini-series, each 1-hour episodes, featuring tons of friends and guests, including, you know, at least a few of the people on this show. Not Ted yet, but it's coming. And then by the time you listen to all that, you will hear the finale of campaign 2, which is coming out in 10 weeks since was episode 51. So y'all, listen to Forgotten Paths. And if you don't listen, just download it, please. Just do something. I'm also going to be at Gen Con. I'm on 2 panels, so keep an eye out for those things. If you like flavored toothpicks, go to naturalpine.com and use code LAW for 10% off. I'm going to be doing a video with Ted, and I got an article coming out pretty soon about the Daggerheart community gaming license.
Dun, dun, dun.
That I'll refrain from openly discussing on this channel so that RoBear stays away from it. Breaking news, it's not an open license.
Not so breaking news.
Hell, once again, Noah, you got me all bricked up. Ray, they're so happy you're here.
What do you mean? I was here last time.
More or less.
I
Not to do with
leave.
your abilities or talents, but damn, you know?
I literally didn't leave. So it was a wonderful
eerie.
time for me.
It was uncanny.
It was very, very, very.
I'm
it was one of
glad
those
you were
moments where I was
gone.
like,
The entire episode was nasty.
I see. It was one of those moments where I was like, look at that. I created a character, and somebody's already can play that character. This makes me so happy.
Ray, I didn't miss you at all.
See?
Don't
I
worry.
mean, he roasted you a little less than I would have, but the rest of the group took care of that for
I'm here for all your Dollar General impressions and improv.
It was excellent. Like I said, no notes. It was stupendous. I was thrilled listening to that episode because I was like, oh my God, this is so good. And I was like, I'm hilarious. This is great. But no, happy to be back, ready to play some D&D. I missed you guys. Yeah, the world just was against me last week, more so than usual. So I was like, well, I'm just out of luck. So I ain't got nothing for y'all to do. I mean, I guess go follow me on TikTok if you want to laugh. I do that right now because, you know, who knows what'll happen to that in the future. Smile, LOL. No ominous sounds at all. And yeah, you know, we're getting back in the swing of a content, so who knows? You might see me in more stuff here soon.
Let's go.
Tafster.
Well, my Twitch channel continues to hang by a thread, so that's still happening. I did just get back from Seattle, where I attended a concert for the only band my music label has ever signed, called Nouveau Arcade. They are, in the next calendar year, going to be releasing an album that they wrote, and dropped a link in chat. An album that they wrote that was inspired by the lead singer's struggle with a DPDR, which is like a dissociative depression disorder, and also cyberpunk. So if you're into synthwave, especially like dark wave,
Hell yeah.
and kind of industrial rock, very Muse and Nine Inch Nails inspired with a splash of synthwave. Their first single, Guns and Candy, has come out. Their second single, Gaslight's going to come out next week. The album is very good. If these guys saw me bopping when I was muted and deafened earlier, I was listening to Gaslight while I was getting a press release ready. So it's very good, and I'd appreciate it if you supported them, because I'm not standing to make a lot of money off of this, but we're really trying to get these guys in front of people because we think they're talented and deserving of attention. So that's me.
What's the best platform to listen to them on?
Spotify. If you'd be so kind as to go and follow them on Spotify, Spotify followers is actually a metric that really pushes the needle.
Love that. And can you paste that? It's Nouveau.
Yeah, Nouveau Arcade. The link for the band is in chat.
Oh, let's go. Perfect. Love that. All right, you guys over here, we're gonna play D&D. That's what we're gonna do this week. Yeah, I am here until Gen Con, and then I will be at Gen Con, mostly playing True Dungeon and drinking with my other fellow creators. I'm not on the floor very often at all at Gen Con, but if you're out and about, send a message on Twitter, and when I'm in a public space, I'll try to let folks know where I'm at on the YouTube feed and on Discord for sure. But yeah, holla at your boy.
I'll be wearing this hat, and I'll be with him 90% of the time. So just look for the orange wizard hat, and you'll find him.
Always look like this, and I'm so easy to miss. So,
What you say? The world's most flamboyant Captain D's franchisee was how you described yourself to me. That shit is ingrained in my brain. That's etched into the gray matter of my skull.
The Liberace of American fish and chips.
Long John Liberace.
Oh God, you can't say that anymore. I forget he's a pedo. You can't
Oh no, was he really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh no.
No, not Liberace.
Why does everybody suck?
No, not Liberace. Gary Glitter. I'm sorry, Gary Glitter.
Okay, I was gonna say, I hadn't heard about Liberace. I was gonna be sad.
How dare they? How dare they? Yeah, so we got that. That's gonna be super fun, and then we'll be at GCX, which is our community con. Just to let everybody know, we don't have a D&D show this year. Super bummed out on that. They don't have a room for us, which is crazy. But tis, you got to roll with the punches. So hopefully, enough people complain this year that we don't have our annual D&D show, that they're like, man, hey DJ, bring that back. So, what were you about to say, Noah?
I was about to say, like, I'm happy to complain to them because I'll be right there with you in the trenches at GCX. I forgot I'm going because I decided this morning I'm going.
Yeah, but if you are there, I will be doing a talk at River's booth. They're having creators on stage, and I will be giving everybody a straight talk, an insider's guide to actionable tips for creators. So if you're wondering about the creator space and you want to hear the truth I'll be rambling over there for a little bit. So I do have some slight stage time. Thanks to the guys at River for inviting me. It's super nice. They always are a good group of eggs and have some fantastic people speaking, including Noah, who's going to be on before me. So
Yeah, I'm on at 1 o'clock and you're on at 4 o'clock.
4, baby. And then past that, we'll be hanging out at the pool like we always do for GCX, which is the most important part. This week, you will get information on our fundraiser that's going to be on July 19th for GCX this year. So we have lofty goals to beat as we got to 25K last year. So obviously, we are not putting the bar there again, but who knows where we might go. I'll be letting you know who's going to be on the show for that this week. So get ready. This is our one charity deal a year that we put on our channel. So this is the one we go ham for. And as always, it is there to support Allsack and St. Jude. Those are our homies. We need to pick up where we left off last session. A lot on your plate in El Turel. Nelson, hell bent on helping their new halfling friend Rose in her tragic story of losing her wealthy grandparents to the blades of doppelgangers in Tarim, has led you to track out and visit that church of Lathander where there is presumably these doppelgangers hanging in the midst. You've arranged a massive $1,000 donation for a private mass at midnight to the Dawn Father that you've arranged with Father Doman and lessly arranged with Dalen, the very drunk priest. The rest of you hanging back at the tavern, enjoying the perks of Vaknor's sandwich seeker feat. You guys had an excellent feast and also helped save Nelson's rear end once again by his poor planning and timing, leaving their meeting behind, ensuring her that you are still following up on the quest, and once again bumping back another timeline, convincing Leosin and Nisam, your Harper friends, that if you bag these Zentarum, there can be no greater gift and persuasion to the Order of the Gauntlet than that for them to help your cause. You are all in on this side quest. They're covering for you. You guys have but an hour before midnight mass. You guys are back at Gallagher's. What are you guys going to do?
I just want to say before we start role playing what we're doing right now, that when you say all of those words in succession, it really, like, I could poop a diamond if you put coal up my ass right now.
I bet.
That is certainly
How long you been
some
sitting on that
imagery
one?
that I didn't need, but thanks for that.
How long you been sitting on that one? Huh?
The coal or the diamond?
Yes.
Who needs to be a lawyer when you got an ass that tight?
There you go.
I mean, I ain't got nothing.
This is why I'm quiet for almost every session unless someone's talking
but don't-
directly to me.
Don't worry, guys. He's gonna be quiet this session though, and not talk.
No, not this session. Another
I don't
Oh,
play game. I don't play D&D with
oh.
liars. Okay,
Mhm.
Yeah.
Ugh.
that's impossible. Impossible.
Now stay.
Well,
They're alive, damn it.
I don't know. Y'all got anything? We don't really know what we're expecting on this
Yeah, I have no idea what we're up against.
this midnight mass situation. I can't speak entirely for Ilkun, but I hit people with a pointy stick, so I ain't got no preparations to make before we go in.
And so honestly, I think I'm likely just eating and drinking, because if there is beating to be done, I don't want to do it on an empty stomach.
Yeah,
Well,
and
you know, it's me. I've been here the entire time. Weren't we not supposed to cause trouble or bring attention to ourselves while we were here?
Well, now I wouldn't say that we caused trouble or brought attention to ourselves.
Well, you've flirted with half of the old women in the town, so I'm sure that they all know that we're here now, right?
Well, I mean, I reckon them ladies could be discreet.
Are we talking about the same group of ladies? They seemed oddly chatty.
The very loud old women who sound like a big group of chickens begging for seed.
Right. Okay. Now, moving
Excellent
on.
use of wording on that one.
That was excellent use of.
Y'all, I will admit that when I set these plans in motion, I might not have had all of the 4 points of the plan page all within sight, and so if y'all have any
Well, I hate to tell you, I never expected you to have it all together, but you've really stepped in it this time, yeah?
well, I mean,
Well, hang on. So, I'm gonna run through my
Please
take
give us
on what's
the scenario.
what's been going on. So, our associate, she said her wealthy grandparents were killed by Zentarum doppelgangers.
Very sad, very
And-
sad.
Right, and we don't know if she's a doppelganger either, and this is all some big setup. So you went through
Right.
your whole thing there, Nelson, to say, all right, I'm going to donate to the Church of Lathander because I believe that the church is corrupt and maybe working with the Zentarum, or maybe they're just really looking forward to 1,000 gold donation.
I'm sorry, did you say 1,000 gold?
Yeah,
you-
no, that's
you
what he
contributed
said.
while you were eating a sandwich. Don't worry.
That you just are giving, okay.
Yep, no. So, which, I mean, as we've established very clearly, 1,000 gold could set. I mean, that's some people retire for the rest of their lives on 1,000 gold. So this church
Not
could
us.
just be very excited to have a big donation, and that might be all they're looking for. But they might be corrupt, and if we can. The benefit is if we can kind of bring this to a head or catch these people in whatever they're doing, that kind of gives us the one up in the meeting with the Order of the Gauntlet, which will help us get the allies we were looking for. But we're really banking on this midnight mass situation going that we go there to give the donation, and it's not just like, and it's not legitimate, and that somebody's a doppelganger or it's some sort of a trap. And we're knowingly walking into it so that way we can catch them if we don't die in the trap. That's my understanding of our wonderful plan. Is that
zero
accurate?
flaws? Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Just want to level set that for everybody. That's the plan we're going for.
Well, that's such a small amount of things to accomplish.
I'm
Question
genuinely
for you.
confused. Are we killing people in a church?
I hope not.
No, I reckon we're trying to identify doppelgangers.
Right.
So, excuse me, hey, Riddle. He raises his hand physically. Would you riddle me this? How does one identify a doppelganger?
Well, we found out that Almuron had Moonbeam as a spell, so we could cast Moonbeam, which could damage them. But if they are just people, it might murder these people in a church. But if they're doppelgangers, it'll turn them back into doppelgangers. So we've got that
I
one in the
wasn't
tank.
wrong, is what I'm hearing.
Correct.
Now,
Both of these options don't sound very good to me.
okay, and now hear me out. What if? And Nelson kind of leans in and kind of gestures for everybody to lean in too. What if I had true sight?
I mean, I
Then
think
why are we having this conversation?
What if a frog had wings? It wouldn't bump his ass when he hops.
It's true.
I mean,
Do you have true sight?
this is a really
But
possibly
do
useless
you?
hypothetical. Do you?
Do you?
I have true sight.
Oh,
This
well, that
entire
is very
time?
different than saying, "What if my grandmother was a bicycle?"
So I can
Uh,
see if the doppelgangers are doppelgangers.
all right. Well,
Can we take
is
two steps
Rose?
back?
Is Rose a doppelganger?
Have you used
Honestly,
this?
let me roll a history check to see.
Have you used this
Say,
since we've been here?
is Rosemondi? Is any of the people you dealt with at the church? This is all information you could have
Have
brought
you
to the
been-
table
Have you
to be
been
ahead of
clear,
time.
scanning people this entire time and
For
not
the
telling us?
sake
been wearing
of
my
my
robe of
campaign.
vines
For the sake of
entire
my
time.
campaign. No, you haven't awakened your true sight. Because I'm not retconning any of this, nor have I rolled to know who's actually a doppelganger yet. So, you know,
Well,
I wanna
I'm
start
gonna
rolling, 'cause
say
I
I'm gonna
have a robe of eyes and a crystal
gonna-
ball of
I'm gonna
juice that I forgot
smack
I had until 10
Nelson
minutes
on the
ago.
the back of the head and be like, listen, I feel like every time you go looking for something, I have to end up reminding you that you're better at seeing things than you are because you always forget that you have goddamn advantage on every perception check. Now you're telling me you could see things as they truly are and you just forgot?
That seems like a very important thing to have left out, is all I'm going to say.
And I like shake him. Like, does it work? Tell me, does it work?
I think it might work.
Well, then you
I'd
better
like to try-
remember this the next time.
Well, now that we have that established, that means that nobody has to die in a church, correct?
I'd like to use my crystal ball of truth seeing, please.
for your memories.
No, because it allows me to cast scrying on people.
All right.
First, I'd like to. I get as many uses of it as I want, right? There's no charges on it.
About to say,
Man, it sounds like you should learn your goddamn shit, is what it sounds like to me.
what? Excuse me?
No, it is not infinite scry.
I think you should read it, and that might.
Oh, so did you forget what game we were playing? I know I didn't.
While touching this crystal orb, you can cast scrying with it. So I guess
So you just gonna do it
use the
right now?
spell slot, right?
Excuse me?
It uses a spell slot, right?
No.
Just says while touching
No.
it, you can cast scrying. So
Yeah, it is a magic item that
Right.
allows you to use the scry spell.
uh-huh.
But wait, there's more. Are you going to share with the classroom?
Oh, yeah, no, that is sorry. While touching this crystal orb, you can cast scrying with it. In addition, you have true sight with a range of 120 feet centered on the spell's sensor.
And if you go to your spell tab and scroll all the way to
Huh.
the bottom to additional spells, it says scrying. The
Who would've knew?
subtext crystal ball of true seeing. You can just click that
Who
and
would-
drop
who
it
would-
right in
who
the
would've
chat
thunk?
for us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I should probably cast scrying, shouldn't I?
Wait, he raises his hand.
I mean,
again.
are we just throwing out the good ideas and going for the bad ones again?
His,
Because I
his
mean,
physical, he raised his hand again. So please tell me you have a couple main suspects in mind, and we're not just randomly
Father Doman.
peeping on people. Who?
Father Doman.
Oh, the one who stole all of our money.
No, he didn't steal. I bribed him. I mean, he didn't
I don't-
steal. I bribed him.
I
We-
think
we
you,
gave
you,
him our
you
money.
had. I think you were had, my friend.
Well, I mean, I'm going to midnight mass, so you tell me.
I don't
well-
think this is the win that you think it is, but I'll let you have this one.
Hey, also, I just want to apologize, RoBear, for not reading my character sheet. I'm sorry. Okay,
it's
and now
not
that
like-
I've gone past that, and we're back.
it's not like right on the main page, right as soon as you click on your character under senses, it says true sight 120 feet.
I didn't. I
right
truly
smack in the middle, right next
It's
to the
okay.
dark
It was
vision.
it was
I
a
will
forgotten
allow me-
path.
Yeah, it was. Forgot that true sight would allow me to see
It
double.
was a forgotten path. Don't worry.
It was a forgotten path.
Happens to the best of us.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna scry Father Doman.
Oh, we're just doing it live. Okay, here we go.
All right.
If they fail, I mean, reading it, they make a wisdom saving throw. If they succeed, I can't use the spell again for 24 hours, and they're not effective. They're not affected. On a fail, I can see them. So it's not like it tips them off. So
We very much can.
can.
Yes.
It says the target doesn't know what's making a save against it, only that it feels uneasy.
Yeah, welcome to RoBear East. It depends on them rolls. It depends on them rolls. What kind of feeling they get.
Congratulations.
You are casting an outside
spell?
arcane divination spell on a holy man in his church. I
And if
feel
they
like
are
something's
indeed
going off.
A doppelganger, they will know what that feels like.
You know what? Instead of doing this, I'm just gonna show up to the mats and look at him.
No.
I think that's probably for the best. That's a better call.
Did you say that out loud?
Instead of casting scrying, I think I'm just gonna show up to the mats and look at him.
Okay, so just to let you know, if you go down for this road and you want to scry on him, you have met him.
Not going to.
You've shook his hand, so they don't have a modifier, an additional modifier to this wisdom saving throw, because on the chart, if you know them secondhand, they have a +5. You've met them firsthand and met the target, so they don't have an additional. So it's just his wisdom modifier that you're going to go against. If he succeeds, then he's going to know someone is scrying on him, but he's not going to know who. If they crit, then they will know who was scrying on them. But it has to be a critical hit, just so you know the mechanics of it. So it's still considering you think Father Doman may or may not be Zentarum. More than likely, still only probably a 5% chance that's out there of knowing that it's you. But if they do succeed, and I will allow you to use your 21 DC. I always allow you to use your standard DC applied to all your items. It will alert them to know that somebody's looking in,
Trying.
but they won't know who. You got a good DC.
Yeah, I got a plus. Yeah, it's a good DC. What? Because it's a DC. What is the
21.
DC?
Your DC
I just
21.
have to beat a 21.
You don't roll; they roll.
He rolls. Beat your 21.
Mm-hmm.
I got a good DC. Now, team, we got two options here. I could either try scrying on him and we could solve the thing right here and know what we're walking into, or we could go down to the midnight mass and I could look at him.
Well, I mean, let's be honest, Nelson. You've done just about everything that's happened so far all on your own so far. So why are you asking our opinion at this point? Why not just do it? We wouldn't know one way or the other. You could lie and tell us it didn't work, and we wouldn't know.
I don't think Nelson would lie to us on purpose, right,
Because
Nelson?
If I scry and he knows what's up, it could spook him.
Nelson,
I don't think he'd
Yes.
fall off the mask.
you
but
don't tell me how to use my shield, and I don't tell you how to do creepy shit.
I'm just making sure that we're all aware of the risk inherent in this, because I don't want to risk y'all's necks
Well,
if we're not all on board.
listen, we've been in worse situations, my friend. Question for you: how far away are we from the midnight mass?
It is a great question. How far? I mean, how far is it to the Lathander Church?
I
Physical
bet you got
distance,
a 30-minute walk ahead of you.
Oof. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and scry. All right. In that case, might as well. And Nelson pulls out the orb in his hand and just kind of holds it and runs his hands over it, trying to figure out how the thing works. He spits on it and kind of rubs it in, takes a look.
Nasty.
I don't think that was necessary.
Highly technical.
No, you're lying.
I'm sorry. I forgot you were here. I forgot that. I had to do it once.
You are an unfortunate man.
All right. I need to cast it. Which one do I choose? I choose first hand.
First hand.
It just gives you first hand and picture and garment and body part.
Yes, because the other ones, if you haven't met them, you can pick up items to add your advantage. So you are a first hand on this.
Yeah, but it doesn't just give me first hand, is what I'm saying.
Oh, it's giving you tiers.
Yeah, it's giving me first hand. It's giving me second hand, in picture, and garment and body part. First hand, in picture, and garment and body part. I can't just select first hand. So, well, you could just have them make the save too.
Ooh, so now you can actually add these as well.
Oh, so it's added multiple. That's interesting.
Okay, so if you have a picture or their likeness, you get an additional -2 to their roll. Garment or other possession.
This must be 2024 updates, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I like that though. This is cool. Go ahead. I'm going to count the donation ledger.
Okay.
Ooh,
in the
nice.
in the signature, and go ahead and use picture or other likeness for that additional -2.
Cool. It's calling it a DC 15, but that's increased, I think. Right?
Yeah, we know it's 21. All right. Let us get ourselves a Father Doman token out of here. Okay. The fun guessing game in D&D 2024 is, what do they rename their NPC tokens?
Oh, what was he, or what were you thinking he was?
I'm gonna bring him in as an archpriest is what I'll bring them in.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there is a table, a conversion table, I think, in the
a conversion
errata
table.
guide. Yep.
A conversion table for
like, so like if it was listed as drow, it's not drow anymore, it's like tough.
Oh, a conversion
like table
to look. Okay, I got you.
For to 2024, like what was labeled something is something else now.
Yeah. All right, Father Doman in the mix. Archpriest of Lathander. Okay. Nelson, I'm going to propose you this. Is there anything else that you can think of from your meeting with Father Doman that you think might be able to help you with this scry?
I shook his hand. I looked him in the eye. I gave him a ton of money. We cheersed.
Did you kiss him on the mouth?
No, he patted me on the back though. So we exchanged hand oils.
Okay. I did describe Father Doman as having that black-haired skullet.
Yep, you did.
As anyone knows, with long hair, there's a serious potential for these hairs to be anywhere.
Everywhere. In fact, I bet I could go upstairs and pull one of your hairs off my jacket.
Bet you can.
Yeah, baby.
I'm going to give you a percentile chance at this.
Okay.
Roll me a D100, and I'm going to give you a 15% chance. So,
that I have a hair.
if you get 85 or above, I'm gonna allow you to get additional -2 on this.
Whoa, could have gone the other way. You didn't mean 15 or below?
You're searching, you're looking for this hair. I know I gotta have one of these hairs laying around here somewhere. You're like Beulah Ballbreaker in Porky's. I can identify that dick. I know it by the mole. Congratulations, you have to be ancient to get that
Say,
reference.
there's a poll, Jesus.
Porkies.
Beulah Ballbreaker. All right, here we go. I'm gonna make the roll for Father Doman. Nelson. You peer into your crystal ball, focusing on Father Dolman, piercing the veil to try to see what may be happening the hour before your midnight mass. You see the church. You begin to see light affixating throughout. There is still the glow, that Final Fantasy XIV style crystal that is above the city, shining down, giving the street its extra light other than from just the moon. And as you begin to see this vision flow up to the front of those church steps and up to the large mahogany doors carved with vestments of the Dawnfather, you slam into the door. Father Doman spins as if to look over his shoulder. And the globe goes dark.
Well, you want to make it even worse if you said the having the piece from it, it would knock it down by 2, so he'd still pass.
Yeah, he just makes it with 21.
Yeah.
Well,
You should have kissed
that
him.
didn't work.
Now, when you say it didn't work, how poorly did it go?
It didn't go as bad as it could have, but it didn't go as well as it could have either.
Well, I prefer one of those answers to the other, at least in this situation.
RoBear, do I know whether or not he recognized it was me or not? Do I get any sense of, like, he just knows something peaked, or...
So, sometimes when you fail, you don't know whether you failed or whether you critically failed.
Yeah, understood.
But this is what you do.
Yeah.
You would know if those eyes went back on you. You know you've alerted him, but you do not believe that he knows it's you from the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly, though, he will have his own set of context clues himself of what might be going on as he is spooked an hour before this midnight mass. Could just be Satan.
Is it?
Goddamn devil!
Could be Satan.
Goddamn devil! You know, I made me 3 minutes.
Amatti, I've been doing this a lot in my life. I reckon he knows that somebody was trying to look, but he doesn't know who. Could be Satan.
Well, that is, again, both good and bad, because now he will definitely be on edge, potentially. So we have to be careful, I guess, in the physical attendance of the midnight mass.
Now, I reckon when we get in there. Sorry, RoBear, one more question for you.
No, questions are good.
Was the invitation implied that it's specifically for me come alone only, or did I buy myself in a party? Like, did I rent the party room at the Laser Quest?
First rule of being a donor: you tell them what.
Okay, so
you're in the donation driving seat. Yeah. If you get no plus ones on your donation, I think I'm shopping somewhere else. Yeah. You're good to go. You have
Right.
free reign for invitation to your personal midnight mass.
Right, good. Now, y'all, I reckon we might want to come up with some sort of plan. Amatti, before you start, you're all welcome to my midnight mass, but would it make sense to keep one of y'all's out the door?
Well, as you know, they would say, don't leave your wizard out in the cold. Even though I'm fine
no.
in the cold, don't leave me outside.
I want you in there with me. I'm wondering if we should leave some muscle outside.
Oh, why didn't you just say Ilkun?
Because we also
I will
have
stay outside.
Vaknor.
I do not want to go kill people in the church.
I think that is a good plan. So, Ilkun will be our man of arms at the door. Vaknor will protect the wizard.
Oh, that's what I do.
Almuron?
Almuron, I wouldn't mind if you were my personal priest, as it would be, for this visitation.
You had to say it like that, didn't you?
He really did, didn't he? He had to make it weird.
He didn't make it weird. Well, Nelson, since you have convoked my gods, we will weigh your spirit later this evening.
Uh-oh.
You have my physical and spiritual protection.
I'm mighty grateful, and I look forward to seeing where those checks and balances reckon on out.
Mechanically, since you have invoked his own spirituality, my spirit guardians also center on you as well.
Whoa! That's cool.
But there will be a
Reckoning?
there will be a penance to pay.
So, a reckoning.
A reckoner. It's Gotham's reckoner. Sorry. I never missed an opportunity to do shitty Bane.
I was born in a molded god.
Oh, I'm talking to a captain. It sounds even better.
That's exactly what he did in the
Time.
That's funny.
It will be painful for you.
For you.
Well, I reckon we ought to go in there for our midnight mass, and we should have a plan to get as much of the clergy that's in the building out as possible. That way we can scan as many of the folk there as possible, just in case Father Doman doesn't turn out to be the doppelganger that I believe he is.
All right, what's your plan?
This is a group project.
I mean, is it? I mean, you do all the work. We'll put our names on it at the end.
I
That sounds
don't,
fair.
I don't think anyone is fighting inside of this church of the Dawnfather.
That doesn't sound like a very good idea.
Nor do I think they're going to reveal themselves, nor will I cast Moonbeam inside of this building.
Right.
What I agree. I feel like we're going here for intel. If you're able to spot them with your special eyes, then we can make a secondary plan on how to move outside of the church grounds. No?
I reckon we could try and draw them out. I will be checking with my true sight to see if any of them are not what they seem.
Right, but that's not invasive, right? Like they shouldn't know that you're doing that.
No.
That's just like putting your glasses on or something, right?
And Nelson just like opens his robe, just the
Oh God! Oh!
you guys can see it, and all of the eyes on the inside just blink at once and close. And he's like, "I have a few tricks up my sleeve."
Why
I
does
will
it
be
gotta
staying
make it
outside.
creepy?
Why is it always the creepiest thing possible with you? It couldn't have just been like a card or a hat. No, you have a robe of eyes that you're wearing. That's fine.
I mean, I don't know nothing about how they do this mass, but maybe they bring everybody up to do the service or however it works. So maybe they'll all be right in the room, and it all works out for the best. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe they keep people in reserve. I don't know how the
Wait,
Dawnfather
you
does
didn't
their thing.
ask what was actually happening at this event?
Oh no, it's a midnight mass.
You keep saying that like I know what it means.
Right? Have you ever been to mass before, Amatti?
No.
Well, me neither. So we're about to have a once in a lifetime experience.
I mean, I hate to belabor this already very belabored point at this juncture, but are we sure midnight mass is not just like a code word where it's like this is clandestine meeting at midnight, not like an actual service where people come in off the street?
This isn't a red mass, is it not?
Right. One, I read that book. Two, to answer your question, Vaknor, could be, but I think he'd have asked me to be a little bit more secretive about it.
Well, here we go again. Half the information with all the intentions in the world. That's fine. It's great. It's great.
If
What information
he's
did you spend
paying,
your time eating sandwiches collecting?
How good that sandwich felt in my very, very hungry tummy.
My back's hurting because I'm kind of carrying y'all with it.
Or maybe if you
You have to
ate one
do
of the
something
damn
at some
sandwiches,
point.
you'd remember to turn your eyes on so you'd see what the hell's going on.
Tough but fair.
all right. We're all in on this. If we don't
You're right.
find something, we're shit out of luck with the Order of the Gauntlet. We're all in on this,
That's
so
true.
it doesn't matter. About this time, Rose saunders up
I'm
towards
gonna
the
look at her
table.
with my robe of eyes.
Damn it. It's so creepy when you say it like that.
Like, you just Darkwing duck it, like.
Darkwing Ducket. Wow.
Let's get dangerous.
No, I want to use true sign of Rose. Is Rose a doppelganger? I'm looking at her real close.
He's making it weird again.
She makes eye contact with you and kind of looks like concerned prairie dog.
Oh no.
She, in fact, is a halfling.
I apologize for my intense scrutiny. Rose,
What'd you raise your eyebrow at me like that for?
Rose, when you're dealing with doppelgangers and someone goes out of sight, you always check to make sure that it's the same person that left is coming back.
Isn't she the one that told you about the doppelgangers?
Right.
That's really smart, actually.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna look around the entire crowd. You know what? I'm gonna look at all of these people.
Oh no.
I'm losing my mind over here.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
A lot of mercy with advantage. Sorry, that was for Ted.
That's
He
for you,
can be
buddy.
taught.
Can be taught.
So I feel like we should start moving if we're going to be on time.
Mhm.
Yeah, we should. 19.
Good news is, no matter how shitty your conversation is and takes an hour and a half here live, we can always wreck on into the quickest 15 minutes ever. I'm always impressed that you don't have, proficiency in perception.
I'll be honest, like, same. I don't understand it.
Well, welcome to playing D&D and not selecting that as one of your proficiencies.
Oh, so that seems like a you problem.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what I took for my proficiencies was deception, nature, persuasion, and stealth. So it was
all good things.
themed. Yeah.
With 19, you scour what's left of the late night crew inside of Gallagher's. Everyone is who they appear to be,
Right.
except for one person. The elderly bartender that is working this evening is not a doppelganger, but they are a changeling.
What's their true form?
You don't know that.
You can't just go asking people that.
I don't? Okay. Sorry. Okay. I just
You
kind
can
of know
see-
that they're not.
Well, you can see them that they are a changeling. What they're, what they choose for their true form, you may not know.
Right. Okay. Well, now, folks, as I say that and cock my eyebrow at Rose, I can't help but notice that, I just kind of nod over towards the bartender. Not all of us are who they might seem.
Okay. So we just put that feather in our cap and come back to it later? Or is this something we should act on now?
I can look, find the information, supply the information, but I'm hoping that somebody will help me come up with a game plan at some point.
Well, I guess my question is he starts to whisper, yell, is that a doppelganger or not?
It is not. It is a changeling.
Then why are we,
Rose,
why is that important?
to be very clear, you said the unfortunate tragedy that occurred to your family, that was specifically done by doppelgangers and not changeling.
Yes.
Then I might not be too concerned with this bartender. Unless you guys think it could provide a lead.
Leave that old man alone.
I was gonna say, I mean, you've changed form. I don't know how many times. Doesn't necessarily
I'm
mean
currently
anything.
in my elf form.
I was gonna say exactly. So I don't pay no mind at this point.
You're a changeling for all I know.
Alright.
Because you change. Get it?
Yeah. I'm gonna file that away for later.
That would have
And
killed back home.
Nothing about
Just
it
saying.
later. Yeah, it was funny. It's fun. Alright.
So, to the mass. Do we have any transportation arranged for us to get there, or are we just expected to walk after giving them all of this money?
You have no transportation arranged, and you are going to be late if you guys don't start walking there.
We should go.
All right.
Mhm.
Pip, pip. Cheerio. Let's be on our way.
Yeah, Ilkun's already made for the door.
Yep.
Rose is going to look back to you, Nelson. Thank you.
I promised you I'd do my best. I want to keep trying. And he's gonna extend his moonshine, his corn liquor, and offer it to her.
What do you think I am? I'm not drinking until this thing is done.
All right. And takes a swig and puts it away.
Jesus, Lathander Christ.
I told you, doing that in public does not give people confidence in you.
He just grins at Amatti. All right.
Onward.
Guys, pack
Let's
up.
go and bag us a priest. Wait.
Take me to church, Nelson.
Yeah.
I guess Nelson's leading the way, isn't he?
I'm half a
I
block
don't know
there
where I'm
already.
All right.
You
Well, I
are
run to
the-
catch up with Ilkun.
You are the one who has been there before.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna lead everybody that way.
I picked a direction and just hoped.
Fortunately, you were correct.
That's awesome. All right, I will go ahead and give the one boon from Rose that she can provide, since she
like
is
that.
inside your party. She will kiss from a rose on the grave.
Thank you. That just made my whole day.
Let's go. She will cast Pass Without Trace on the party.
Okay.
Right.
That shit. As long as we're within 30 feet of her, right?
It's partially her deal, so I imagine she'll just gonna stay with us.
Yeah. All right. Let's put it on these tokens. That also means that even though Rose is inside your party, if you encounter combat, she will not be inside of it. This is the boon that you get for her being inside of your party. She goes into immediate story mode from there. All right, you guys are now concealed. This is a +10 to your stealth.
And I'm gonna be stealthy on the way.
All right, who is stealthing with Nelson?
Stealthing with Nelson.
I'll do my best. I mean,
I'll try. Yes.
I tried to stealth at the
Oh.
camp where we sent the wagon full of explosives in, and I think I fell through a barrier and alerted everybody to our presence. So I'll do my best, I guess.
Well, unlike some folks in here, I read my stuff, and yeah, I will stealth with you actually.
The good news is this is going to be, you guys are traveling in a group, so it's going to be your group average.
All right,
Yeah.
I will do my best.
I like that we're literally walking to a church where Nelson is expected to be, but we're stealthing our way there.
I was
Listen, man, I am erring on the side of caution. I didn't like the way RoBear said
we
that.
literally paid to be here, and yeah, we're still sneaking in.
You
Yep,
want us to do the collective rolling thing, RoBear? Jesus. Okay.
I didn't
No, you
like
guys
RoBear's tone of voice. So
got-
I erred on the side of caution.
Oh God, Vaknor, throw the 3.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have advantage on this. I think I just have a normal roll. Oh my!
Well, Amatti got that natural.
Let's
so we'll take
go, natural
Yeah.
20, baby.
I don't know what that noise was. Don't ask.
Do you want to say?
Ooh. good.
I got that sweet plus 19.
My goodness.
Well, I thought we were going to eliminate with that natural 20 Vaknor, but instead it's all.
You can take out your 20.
I will, since this is important to my party, I will use one of my own innate lucks to make a reroll here and not try to.
Oh,
my
wow. You saw it. It hovered on that
I
20.
see
Yeah,
for
it,
like
yeah,
a
it
second.
tried so hard.
Okay, story gets what story wants.
Story gets what story begins.
Wait a second.
Mhm.
Almuron, come here. And Nelson, seeing that Almuron's struggling, is going to hand him his boots of Elvenkind.
No.
No?
No, it does will not work in that fashion. Those are things that need to be pre-planned for. But the good news is I do have my boots of Elvenkind and I have a cloak of Elvenkind as well. So my luck will actually get this at a advantage roll.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
So good, no, but good reminder.
You're very welcome.
So the first roll was dub 2s. So we'll just see.
How low can we go?
not a whole level, a lot lower than that.
Don't say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Where we
Much
go.
better.
Improvements. I like not getting in the way of my players. All right, so we got a 35 plus a 31 plus a 35 plus a 38, and we remove Vaknor's 23, so divided by 4, we guys are rocking a 34.75 stealth. So we'll roll that round that up to a 35er.
Love that.
The party and Rose begin to head through the streets of El Terrell. It is not easy inside of this city to remain concealed. There is the natural moonlight that's pouring into the streets. There's also the crystal above, which provides a natural protection of illuminating light for the city. There are the own city guard and the Hell Riders here as well. It really sets in as you guys dip through these alleyways just how difficult it is for the Zentarum to work here. It's almost essential for them to go in disguise. And it makes so much more sense why they would employ doppelgangers inside this city. They don't have a choice of working by night. Night seems to be just as difficult as the daytime here. I'm going to make a standard roll for City Guard, and I'm going to make a roll for the Hell Riders.
Sweet.
Oh
no.
If it's worth remembering, checks of perception against me at disadvantage.
Do not perceive me.
You were inside of a group, so unfortunately, I can't apply that for this group.
No worries. That's fine.
All right, City Guard roll. Hell Riders roll. You guys get about halfway to the Church of Lathander. You have zigzagged and have not been spotted, nor you feel like you have ever had any eyeballs on you at all. You can clearly hear the cobblestone when Hell Riders are going by. City Guard the same. You guys push on forward to the center of town, feeling very undetected. You guys arrive outside of the Cathedral to Lathander. You guys are essentially 2 blocks away, still concealed. I'm going to honor Amatti's 20 with this and carry that 35 roll and not make you guys roll again.
Thank you.
I did it finally. Woo!
As we're getting closer to the Church of Lathander, obviously I'm looking the entire time now that I know I have true sight, but I want to look again just to see if I see anybody out there. When it's
Roll a
an opportune
perception
time.
check.
Great.
11. You scan the streets. They're empty, except for the night patrols. You can see the torches have been lit at the cathedral, and you can tell that there is light on the inside. You guys are about 10 minutes before your time of arrival.
Well, now, Rose, you weren't here when we were planning around, but I believe the plan is to go in and see exactly what's up with this so-called midnight mass, whether it's a actual service or if it's more of an illicit meeting that we've been invited to.
I thought you said that this was a sure thing.
Yeah, I thought you said this was a sure thing.
Amatti, shut up. No, my dear, I did not say this was a sure thing. In fact, I repeatedly told you that this is the best opportunity we have. If you're having short-term memory loss, I certainly understand the nerves. However, this is what I'm good at, and this is the best lead that we have, and it's the best one that you have had thus far.
You can either roll intimidation or you can roll persuasion flat for being an asshole to Rose.
Intimidation the advantage or persuasion flat?
Yep.
Intimidation advantage. I'm gonna roll persuasion flat. I'll take it.
I understand, but you don't have to be such a dick about it.
I apologize. I need you to trust me.
Before we continue on, he's gonna pop over next to Almuron for a second. Question for you. So, in regards to doppelgangers and that moonbeam spell, does that apply to the actual moon as well? Or are they unable to be out in the moonlight?
No, it's purely magical.
That gives me an idea. It's not a, particularly dangerous one, so I'll just let you be surprised as everyone else is, if it comes to that, yeah? And he skips back over to the other side of the group.
I am Amatti, I would feel much more comfortable if you wouldn't mind sharing with the class.
Oh, I mean, it's nothing important, honestly.
All right. All right.
So where should we sign in?
I reckon we go on up in. Ilkun, did you say you gonna stay outside or you gonna come inside? I forget. Almuron, you're with me. Vaknor, you're with the wizard, and Ilkun, you're.
I'm standing watch out front. Now, what exactly should I be looking for?
I think to, mitigate any mistakes, I'm just going to message you directly.
Am I looking for people coming in? Am I trying to stop people from coming out?
I would like to say coming out. Would everyone else agree with that?
There's two elements to you staying outside, Ilkun. On the one hand, if there's some sort of area of effect inside that bamboozles the lot of us, then you being outside, in theory, you should be outside of the range of it and therefore unaffected. So please do keep an ear to the door. The other part of that is if quote unquote reinforcements arrive at some sort of signal, you will be the first one to see it. And you can let us know on the inside so that we're not ambushed if they come from that natural way, or if we need to fight our way out, you can rip that door open with them hulking biceps of yours.
Well, if nothing happens outside, remember that my place in this group is that I often take a tremendous beating and then wake up after the fight is over. So one of you is going to have to step up and take on that responsibility.
He puts his finger on his nose. Not me.
Everybody looks at Vaknor.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
I will stay attentive.
Keep your sending stone at the ready.
I'm pretty sure we're just gonna yell, so I think you'll
Right.
hear it.
Right. Anyone have a question? No bad questions, I promise.
Not for me. I mean, we're here for whatever this is supposed to be. I hope it's an actual mass and nothing else.
If
Right.
it turns out that these priests are the doppelgangers, what's our plan to get them outside of the church?
Almuron, I take it, based on your earlier objections, you do not feel comfortable engaging in shows of force or violence inside of the church?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does that...
Well, I mean, we'd
What
have to
you-
find a way to talk them out of the church, yes?
If we kill someone inside of this church, we go from asking the Order of the Gauntlet's help to being number one on their shit list.
Unless we kill a doppelganger pretending to be one of the priests of this city.
But not
mean-
in their place of worship
Not
slash
in
business.
this place of worship.
You're right.
You're
You're
also
right, of course.
desecrating a church, which ain't gonna sit that well with anybody.
I don't need that on my conscience. I'm just saying.
Almuron, how do you feel about pushing and pulling? Do you count those as violence?
There's a thin gray line there, and you know it.
Well, can I ask you
you
this, Nelson?
Right.
You got their attention with money before. Why not say that you have a bigger donation that you'd like to discuss in private, as it is a large sum of money, and we can lure them out that way?
I do not dislike that idea in the event that they've not been alerted to the fact that we are there specifically for this. I like that idea, and in the event that they are aware, then I can probably take the entire party outside.
Why don't you just say you were waiting to finish the mass and that you got the donation sitting outside? You didn't want to interrupt anything, and then you'll just go get it.
You could say you left such a large sum of money with a protector outside the building.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Fantastic idea.
I planned.
You did. You did, Ilkun.
That was good. I did good.
And worst case scenario, I dimension door us all outside and you go moonbeam.
Yeah. Sure. Let's just see what happens.
I would like to see what this whole midnight mass is about. To be honest, so I'm just curious. I would like to see what's actually happening.
Yeah,
Kinda
I mean, there may
hoping you
be a
don't
whole
find
slew
out.
of civilians in here, depending on if this is a real mass or just some
I
sort
did
of.
not pay for a public party. I paid for a VIP.
Wait. So it is a party.
Bold of you
It's
to
not a
assume
mass?
you're the only one.
Fair. Well, so I reckon we kind of know what our plan is. Have we left any stones unturned?
Yep, but we're gonna figure it out as we go along, like everything else that's happened so far.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a perfect plan. So,
All right, piss benders, let's roll out.
okay, never mind. I'm leaving.
Are you guys going to come out of stealth to head to the front of the church?
I am.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. You guys begin to proceed forward towards the Holy of Holies, this grand cathedral of light to the Dawn Father. Those doors swing open, the light pouring out, long shadow of Rosemondi and several of the other Red Hat crew.
I like to look them up and down with True Sight too.
I bet you would.
Not X-ray vision, True Sight.
Why you gotta say it like that? I want to probe every crevice of them with my true sight. You nasty bastard.
I'm gonna need you to ask for forgiveness. Well, wait, goodness
I was
gracious.
gonna say, thank God we're in a church. You can save time on
Oh my
confession.
goodness.
You pervert.
And as you make that investigation check, I'm going to let you guys use the bathroom real quick and refill your beverage.
Yeah,
I'll let you like it back.
it's never a good thing, but all right.
Wow. Wow.
He's done all of this to him. I don't know why he's like I feel like there's an affront to what's going on, and he put himself in this situation and has made all the decisions that led us here. I don't know. Somebody seems to be struggling under the pressure of leadership in this moment, making all these decisions. Oh well. He'll learn. One way or another. Yeah, let's go into the church and kill the doppelgangers. You do know Lathander is real, right?
Well,
We've established that gods exist. This isn't like a situation where we're like, I don't know. The gods probably aren't. We have a cleric. Like, they are real. They're a thing. I'm not worried about pissing off the Order of the Gauntlet or a couple of priests. I'm worried about pissing off the man upstairs who literally is the shining beacon of who this represents. Yeah, you can get on the bad side of the Dawn Father. Let's see how that goes for you. You better hope you don't go to 0 hit points anytime soon, because I think you're going to be claimed by hell real quick. We throw Jesus, Lathander, Christ around a lot, but I don't know if he's as forgiving of your sins. Nelson. Man, we live in a world of 2024. A doppelganger isn't evil unless it is evil. Doesn't have to be.
I've returned.
Just be mistaken,
Absolutely.
you know? It's like a goblin's not evil just because it's a goblin. It, you know, that's
Yeah, just because
purely.
a goblin isn't.
I'm gobbling this hot dog.
Ooh.
Hey, you could be a glicky glizzer. It's all good.
Let's go. Joey Chestnut making his return.
I
70.5.
Yeah, he wrecked it.
Can I tell y'all a secret? I had like 5 glizzies for dinner, and it felt glorious.
Oh,
love it.
man.
Technically, this is a Polish sausage.
Oh, so you like them glizzies? Yeah.
I like them thick.
I just like mine.
Tyuek.
I just like mine bun length. Know what I'm saying?
You down with the
More than that's
thickness?
a waste, you know?
You know.
Let's boogie.
I had a sandwich for dinner. Shocker.
Shocker.
Oh, I need to make an investigation check, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Are we back yet?
Check. Do you have advantage on that too?
Let me look. I feel like I do. In fact, I do. I know I do.
Do you?
Maybe.
I don't think you do.
Maybe I don't.
I
No, I don't. All right. Let me do it. Am I, is this a investigation check I'm going to need to make on everyone here? RoBear? I assume?
On everyone.
That I'm looking at for true sites. Like I'm going to have to roll investigations multiple times.
No.
Let me look at Rosamonde. Ready? Here we go. And we're back. Cool.
I'm glad you're making that call for me.
Are we back?
sorry.
That's a great question.
I'm sorry. I thought that when I said sorry, I misunderstood. Thank you,
Forgot that
RoBear.
path too.
You're welcome.
On Mondays, would you just like to give Noah your stream key and he'll handle it from here?
Hey,
You know
let
what?
Noah take the wheel.
Take me where I. Sorry. Noah, take the wheel.
By the way, us as Dragonborns rolling up to midnight mass reminds me of like when I would be hanging out with like one of my Catholic buddies like on the wrong weekend. We're like, oh shit, this is the price we have to pay for the sleepover, isn't it? Damn.
Easter weekend.
Oh god.
Uh-huh. Yep. Yep.
I just love that freaking Nelson shows up like apparent like as this elf apparently flanked by all of these Dragonborn
Bodyguards, baby.
So,
I've seen Assassin's Creed. That man doesn't fit.
The man don't fit.
funny.
Feels like a very like Ninja Turtles situation with you being the most human one surrounded by just a bunch of people that are all
you call me April
multicolored
O'Neil?
different.
I mean, I think he was.
Well,
just
you were
spoiler.
not Casey
Okay.
Jones, let's be real. So you definitely
That's a millennial
I've seen both
child
those
deep
videos.
cut.
That's so good.
Ignore me, Chad. Don't listen to me.
All right. Go ahead and drop that investigation check. Since you have true sight, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Thank you. Well,
$24.
not bad.
All right. I need to make a roll. As you walk up the steps to the Holy of Holies, the intensity of this particular moment begins to set in as you realize that if indeed this group of red hat ladies are your huckleberries, it's going to be a long night at church. If this percentile roll is 51 or above, the red hat ladies are indeed your doppelgangers. As you lead your party up the steps, butterflies in your stomach, you begin to gaze towards Rosemondi and the rest of her friends. You quickly realize that they are not as they appear. But they aren't doppelgangers either.
thank God.
Oh,
Damn,
they're
don't.
just whores.
The intrusive thoughts of one.
Sorry.
Well, that snapped me back in.
My God. Okay, finish the sentence. Sorry.
They are in disguise.
And that's all I get?
They are not elderly by any means.
Oh.
That entire group looks fit, trained,
Oh.
and well armed.
Oh.
Good. Do my investigation roll is probably not good enough, but do I notice any signs of the Zentarum around them or any indication?
They have Zentarum across their chest, specifically
Zentarum.
put into their leathers.
Oh.
You don't know what faction they're from,
Right.
Wow.
but they are prepared. But they are not doppelgangers.
My dearest Rosamunde, I feared you might not come. But I should have known. Where there's incense and intrigue, you're never far behind. Would you mind staying at the altar with me after tonight's mass? There's a pew in the back that creaks just enough to make two people feel very young again.
What is he doing? Dude, this is gross.
This is in front of everyone, by the way.
I was gonna say,
This is so gross. Ew.
so
Yes,
like,
I'm
so,
very aware. Yeah.
So, and I just to Amatti, I'll be like, so like, I've heard of people trying to like, there's a public place is like a thing in like an opera house or something, but in a church, no less. Because that's what I heard is like.
I'm not standing
There's
too
a
close to him
creaky
because
pew in the back, if you know what I mean. Like I don't.
Why would you say that? Gosh. Oh my. Disgusting. Ew.
We did let him take the lead on this one.
I don't think we had a choice regardless. So ew.
Bill in chat. Hold on, I gotta call this out. What Bill
The
just said.
screen.
The screw pew.
Nope, I'm not gonna make that joke. Never mind.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion and advantage.
And you do have all your dice.
Is 21 going to be your final number?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and add 6 to that.
Okay.
Hey, nice
That's
call.
a big swing.
All right. 27. Rosemondi looks at you and there's a bit of blush on her old wrinkled skin as she leans in and whispers into your ear. I'd be thrilled. And look, you brought your friends.
Well, dear, I figured if you're gonna bring your wonderful entourage, I might as well bring mine as well. They'll be dancing for everybody afterwards.
I'm really starting to think this isn't actually a mass. What? Hello? Will someone tell me what's going on, please?
You'll have to excuse my dear friend. He's excitable.
No, no. Where are we?
I'd like to send a message to these guys.
Go
letting
ahead.
them know. I still have the benefit of the stealth check, right?
Hell no.
You're in front of
Nice
everybody.
try.
Okay.
You out here having words with a lady in public, and you're like, "Can I see?"
Well, I mean, my message is like a brain thing. So, I just want to let the others know that these ladies are not what they seem, and they're armed to the teeth. But they're not doppelgangers.
Oh no!
Passing this
Is there anything you want me
information.
to roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Passing this information back onto the rest of the group. You guys are
Does that
greeted.
include me?
Yeah.
You guys
Okay,
haven't
like-
walked in yet, so you haven't
Oh,
separated.
okay. I thought they were. No, he's doing all this nasty shit in front of me. Okay.
In
Yeah.
the street, out front of the church.
In the street, like some sort of uncultured swine. Actually, so upon receiving this information, unfortunately for him, he kind of his back straightens and his eyes kind of narrow a bit, not directly at them, but now he's not necessarily on edge, but he is prepping himself potentially.
If we're able to communicate back, and I think I'm assuming we would know because we've done this before, but are we able to commune back with this RoBear, or is this just a one-way message?
I allow message for you guys to go back and forth.
All right, then I will just say, well, that means they're either Zentarum or they're the Order of the Gauntlet, so it could be either way. If it's the Gauntlet, they may be looking to do the same thing, and we just happen to stumble into their kind of sting operation at the same time. Or if it's the Zentarum, well, then I don't really know what we're doing here, or what they're doing here. But
Justin's gonna take another step forward and gesture to Rosamunde and her entourage. Well, you know what they say. In all polite society, ladies first.
We absolutely could not when we're in such graces of heroic nature. You didn't tell me that you would bring the saviors of greenest with you. You guys did not tell me you were going to use your druid robes.
no, we didn't. I that's a new thing for me, and I'm not doing it. So I'm very happy with who I am.
But I'm about to say, I'm just walking around as myself too. So
Now, to be clear, who did you say my compatriots are? I believe they did not inform me.
You didn't ask.
I don't even know who you are.
Well, gentlemen, welcome to the Midnight Mass. I've met these wonderful folk here at and I blank on the name of the place that we've been staying, but that place.
Gallagher's.
Thank you, Gallagher's.
I will not penalize your own goldfish memory. We're all here after the long weekend.
Yeah.
If anything, it's the most valid thing that could have happened.
I did meet them at Gallagher's and figured why not invite one. This one is rather priestly, so I figured he might be my personal attendant for the evening.
Roll your deception check at advantage.
I'm gonna luck that one.
Mm-hmm.
All right, full new advantage reroll.
I'm gonna roll a D8 to that.
Yeah, love it. Just burn them all.
Oh, 21.
Story begots story.
All right.
Rose will once again lean in towards your ear. And everyone's going to see her whisper, but it is not the words that are coming out of her mouth that you hear, Nelson.
Okay.
Natural 20.
I had no chance.
You had one chance.
You did.
You're going to hear a voice that you have not heard. I think we can both agree that we need to cut the bullshit here immediately. I'm going to keep this quick. We're going to play along if you play along. I don't know who you are, but I know the crew that you associated yourself with. We'll just find out by your actions which side of this war you're on.
Message her. I agree, my dear. Maybe it's time that we drop our guards and not draw all those weapons you're hiding under that guise of yours. Who are you here with? The fact that you're not drawing on me right now indicates to me that you are having some grander scheme at play and you've decided to hitch your wagon to my invitation.
I told you, we don't have time for this.
Give me a name.
She pulls back from your ear and she extends her hand out.
I take it. My dear Rosamunde, my esteemed guest, come with me. Almuron. And just kind of gestures.
Almuron walks on your other side. Anyone else doing anything else as you guys walk in?
So did her little clique stay behind?
Oh no, they're following in tow. There are three other of the red hat ladies.
So it's 4 total?
4 total.
Okay, thank you.
I'm
What is
kind of
the-
like in step with the rest, the other group of the ladies, like one of the groomsmen, I guess.
What's the front facade of the church look like?
What does it look like?
Yeah, more or less. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm kind of looking for a place where I can observe but not be conspicuous or perhaps sort of out of the way.
You definitely look like mall dad smoking the cigarette on the bench.
I didn't even want to be here. They needed a
his
ride.
uncle who's just waiting for the potluck afterwards.
No, it's a giant. This place, it's not your typical cathedral. Like, this is big money, stone, old. There are a handful of acolytes that have come to like greet in the front. After all, this has been entirely set up for an off hours donation. People are nervously kind of checking why you're still staying outside the entire time, but you are the only one outside of the church itself.
Yeah, you're straight up Ben Affleck outside smoking beam.
Maybe we should have made him a sign.
All right, then for the moment being in a sort of rudimentary, like riding the high of having contributed to this last plan and feeling like maybe he's catching on to this, he pulls out like the little sack of gold that he has for himself personally and just starts playing with the coins as though he's counting them. It's a pretty bad job of being like, he sees a lot of other people who have money, so he just figures if he pulls out money and plays with it, that'll soothe them.
Matter of fact, it garners the attention of an individual acolyte that kind of steps forward and outside. Oh God, I needed to get some fresh air. I'll be honest, I was very drunk. Still am a little bit. Are you reciprocating the rest of the donation? As Dalen looks to you, Ilkun.
Oh no.
As he looks to your coin.
This is the worst meeting of all time.
Under my breath, looking away. Son of a bitch. As a matter of fact, I was just looking to see if I had sufficient funds on me to make my contribution to is a collective passing of the hat. I will not be covering the entirety of it, but I was looking to see if I could cover my part.
It's my job to get the rest of the donation. Oh God, I'm sweating. Oh, as he pulls off like one of the vestments that he has, he's soaked through. Like, it's bad.
Oh no. He went to Fogo de Chao.
With the
Meat sweats.
this man has been drinking Malbec for hours and just had his
No, he's got the wine sweats.
Yeah.
Oh, this poor man.
God, those are terrible. Ugh.
That dude smells like tannins.
wine and meat sweats. The homeboy's full of picanha. He's got a belly full of
Ooh-wee.
picanha. I'm sorry. I got to take the edge off of this. And he pulls out what could only be described as a merchandise like Lathander cantina that's like has the symbol of the father on the side.
Oh my God.
Clearly you can
They have
smell
a gift shop.
the communion wine on this. Like it would make Carlos Rossi blush with the whiff
Oh
of
no, one of those.
oh yeah.
Woof.
Good grief! I just got teleported back to 1991 at an Albertsons.
That's why Nelson and this guy got along so well.
Tom Thumb in the
Just
first
carrying
Bush administration.
cheap ass foods. That's all.
Here.
Good grief!
Albertsons, 100% carry out. Can I take your groceries for you? I was slapped on my first day by an old woman.
Were you really?
We were told there had to be 100% carry out, and I said, "Can I take care of this for you, ma'am?" No. I lasted 4 days at Albertsons.
Got slapped every day.
Oh shoot! Y'all
Yeah.
are choking me up. funny.
Albertsons didn't last long either. They were closed in 2
Oh,
years.
no.
That's funny. All right.
Go- and he's going to offer you the hit of the cantina.
Oh, I appreciate it, but as I am handling money, after as a matter of fact, I am embarrassed to say that I do not have my funds in order. I am working on it, and I don't know if I have enough to cover. But if you go, my friends are inside, and if you go to talk to them and come back to me, come to me last, I guess is what I'm asking. And
It's
this will give
not
you a chance
really
to-
deception. Go ahead and just roll persuasion, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. This is how Ilkun gets you. Is he just ladles in half truths. All right, let's see. Come on, Ilkun, where are you at? There we are. And
See, as a fellow low charisma score person, you're just kind of you ramble. I will accidentally roast them and say very mean things on accident, not on purpose.
well, that's not great.
Oh,
Dalen is going to look
Wow.
at you. Is it me? What?
No.
No, it's me, isn't it? I have offended you.
No. Yeah, no, I was worried that I had offended you. You have this spectacular accent, and you are clearly a worldly man who has seen many things.
I am this whole thing up. He immediately loses his lunch into the shrubbery next to you. I cannot take the pressure of this.
I stroke his back. There. Better out than in.
This communion wine is shit. I'm sorry.
Is there a better offering inside?
I'm sure they pulled the good stuff out for you.
Oh, you're like a little volcano.
You can see he just in one fell swoop. He's busted every eye vessel out.
Oh no! Oh, you do not need a church. You need a healer.
Where does one go when one is expected to be the healer?
oh.
A second healer?
I will be fine.
Are you good? Are you?
No, I am not
You
good. Enjoy it. Let the light of Lathander guide you.
And to you.
He's gonna gather himself and kind of give himself a little campus lap. He's gonna go around the building.
My boy.
You are once again alone in the front.
I put my gold away and I'm content to just look intimidating now. I don't want any more attention.
All right. Back inside the cathedral.
I hate that I missed that in character. I hate that I missed that in character. I would never let him forget it.
Entering from the side.
As you all step in, Rosemondi leads you in hand up to the front. Almuron will sit by your side. Vaknor, Amatti, the other three of the Red Hat crew, they'll sit directly behind.
All right. You pick where we go, Ray, and I'll follow you.
Well, we're going to sit behind them.
All right.
Or next to. Wait, is there room for us next to them?
You said it's 3, right? So
Oh,
it looks like it's
I can't
just...
count. Behind them.
All right.
Fantastic for an AoE spell.
You ever seen that meme of the people holding guns in the church? All sit behind each other. That's what this is. I gotta find it now.
RoBear,
Yes.
moment of truth time. I'd like to look at the priest in the front of the building, the back of the building. Any person that's in here that didn't come with me.
All right. Go ahead and roll. I'm going to let you do a full-on investigation on this.
All right. Do I get advantage because of the true sight?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pop a luck.
It's the one.
What?
Hey, there we go.
Let's go. Natural 20.
That's what we
Nice.
needed.
Let me mark that. I'm so glad I took luck.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's make some rolls. I'm going to have you look at the attendants first that are guiding you down the aisle. We're going to do 3 different rolls. The attendants. Oh my God, I didn't see Oh God, Ray. We're going to do the attendants that are and the ushers that are leading you up. We're going to do 1 for general acolytes that are in here. And then we're going to do 1 roll for Father Doman up at the altar and his assistants.
Okay.
Rose, by the way, is going to be with you, Vaknor, and Amatti.
Okay. That's perfect.
First roll. And I'm gonna make these public right off the get-go because you've rolled the natural 20. We're gonna see how it goes down. This is for all the marbles. Is
I
there
brought a Beyblade?
All right. If all of these come up with no Zentarum, it is the whole thing is a nothing burger.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have like increased chances as we go? Or is it 50-50 the whole way?
50-50 the whole way.
Well, let's see how good Nelson's plan was.
At least it's out of my hands. Like,
The ushers
Out of your hands, do your fault. Ooh.
in attendance, 51 or above, they're doppelgangers.
Okay.
The usher crew are your huckleberries.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
General crew inside the
Wait, there could
church.
be more. Oh shit! I didn't. Oh no.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. 100. Great.
So it's all of them.
Doppelgangers.
The whole church.
And with 100, Father Doman and the assistants are all doppelgangers.
Great. It is a trap.
So glad I have to call in an airstrike on this church.
Holy shit! This,
This is the worst day ever.
I was like, man, Cosmic Universe is leading up to this being a total nothing burger, and it's not. It is the
Listen.
worst case scenario.
After everything that happened with us, we just got Black Dragon. That's what I refer to it as now. You got Black Dragon again.
Oh.
So here we are. This is what we do.
Actually, I'd like to take that a step further, if I could, Ray. And I'd like to say that we just got Nelson. Is what happened.
I just want to send a message. I just want to send a message to literally everybody. Rosa Monday, like all my people, like all the people that I'm here with. I'm like,
This your final will and testament?
actually not Rosa Monday yet. I'm gonna send it to all of my people.
To the party. All right.
Everyone except for Rosa Monday and her entourage are doppelgangers. Big pot.
You just hear real loud in your brains.
And then I'm gonna. Ooh, what's that? What was that?
Don't worry
What was
about
that
it.
for?
This is for how many people there are.
There are
Okay.
8 doppelgangers.
I'm gonna message Rosa Monday. I'm gonna squeeze her hand and look at her, and I'm gonna say, Rose, I need to know whose side you're on right now. No time to waste. Now.
She looks and gives you a glance. Nelson. Oh, Heavenly Father.
Rose.
Light of Lathander. Shines upon us even in the darkness of night. Thankful for our patrons, the ones who help us illuminate the darkness.
Rose, this will be a message. Everyone in this room except for you people and my people are doppelgangers.
Is there anybody else in this room besides us?
No.
Oh.
I need you to roll persuasion, Nelson.
Do I get any sort of bonus to that? Oh wait, I have advantage on persuasion.
You need to start learning your character sheet.
Oh.
Okay, is that a net?
Natural
That is a nat
20, baby.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Rosemondi will respond. I guess we're gonna have to start working together, whether we both agree to it or not, Harper.
Not a Harper, but I agree to it.
Then who the are you all?
Oh no.
Savior
Let
of greenness.
Lathander's light shine upon all of you.
No. I don't want it.
Hey, T? I'm very quickly trying to look through here and see what do.
All
A
right.
moment. Father, I do not mean
You were
to interrupt.
okay. I just want to preface you with you're gonna get up and interrupt the service.
I paid for this.
Okay, I am being very clear with your actions.
They don't know that we know.
Never mind. I am going to listen to my DM's tone. And
No, I just want to make sure that you know that you're standing up and going, now I'm gonna let you finish. And
Yeah, you're about to Kanye the shit out of these people.
I just want you to know the metrics of what your actions are. That's all.
yeah, you're right. I'm not.
I'm gonna let you finish.
As Amatti sees him go to stand up, he's gonna like fake cough.
And I sit down.
Okay, while this is going on. What a Ice Rocker! Amatti, I want you to roll perception checks since you are on watch. I will let you do so with advantage because of danger sense. You're trying to survey the outside of this place.
Oh wait, not me. Ilkun, yeah.
Oh, Ilkun, I'm sorry.
There
My
we
bad.
go.
My bad. Me just saying random names.
It's okay. We sound the same.
You're all dragons. I'm sorry. I can't tell.
I'm ready for it. They all look the same.
And you said this is perception?
Yes, perception.
All right, I have advantage. I know
Yay.
these things, Noah, because I look at my character sheet.
I have to find a burn word after we get out of this church.
Yeah, no kidding.
All right. 16. Something's off. Even though it's the dead of night, you look up and you notice the crystal above you is dimming.
Can I enter this space discreetly?
Everybody else's pass without a trace is currently gone. I will allow, since you have basically stayed outside to hover, I'm going to give you one last roll of that. It's still turned on your character sheet.
Okay.
He's just late for mass. He's sneaking in the back door. It's fine, you know.
Well,
Just trying to not creak open that big set of the double doors, you know.
Don't hit that squeaky pew.
Hey, I mean,
22. Are you looking to duck back into the church discreetly, or are you doing something else?
I'm going to try to duck into the church discreetly, just to, like, if it's the kind of thing where I'm imagining it, I'll peek my head in, I'll see that everything's fine, I'll peek my head out. But I just, the last thing I want to do is, you know, kick the doors open like it's a John Woo movie and come running in dual wielding with doves behind me.
All right. I am going to go ahead and make a roll. This is going to be for the entirety of our doppelgangers that are inside this room.
Oh God, on Jesus, Lathander Christ.
Well, in my mind, this whole church is a doppelganger, so it's not even a real church.
Oh, it went and it
Oh, it added them together.
yeah,
Oh.
it added. I was like, how is this reached?
I was like, they know when my next bowel movement's gonna be, let alone that I'm in the building.
2027. I should have asked you this if that was going to be your final number or not. Do you want to add anything to your stealth check?
I mean, I was toying with the idea. 22 felt low, but I didn't. Yeah, I wasn't gonna.
If you want to use your advantage or you want to roll a dice, that perfectly fine. I did not ask you.
Did you have advantage naturally for like Boots of Elvenkind or any of that stuff?
I don't think so.
I mean, no, you can't cheat. Sorry.
No, I'm saying I looked things over and I didn't see anything that gave me.
No,
any
you're
sort
right.
of- yeah. Because
Well,
I
you've
did my
got all your dice and all your cards, so.
That makes one of us. They can read.
What do you think, Ted? Throw a
I mean,
D10
you
on
could
top
start
of
with
it?
advantage, right?
Noah doesn't get to do it. You don't get to do it either. Hey, Dad. A solid is just hitting the advantage button. Burn the old.
Yeah, I think I'll just hit the advantage button. Isn't that right, Ted?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That felt better.
A 30 will obscure you from the eyes as you're able to lean and peek in undetected. You see that there are 8 people inside of this room. If Nelson's correct, there's 8 doppelgangers inside of here, and they're about to get locked inside this church. 2
Can I pop
attendants
the door open?
are heading their way to the door.
Oh. How sturdy is this door?
Huge mahogany door, Mediterranean style. These are massive,
Yeah.
guys.
That's why I had to be sneaky coming in, as I assumed these things were like 2 stories tall,
Yeah, these are
300 pounds each.
Yep.
Damn. Can I? How do I mark? Remind me again how I. Oh, there we go. Okay, so they're just coming right at me.
Yeah, they have not seen you. They're headed towards the door. Just a good refresher here. If these are indeed the doppelgangers that Nelson has told you, he has true sight, you have no reason not to believe. They have seen 2 groups come in here with Rose, the person that is connected here. Now, Rose doesn't know if they know what she looks like. She hid. You don't know how well she hid or whether they know who she is or not. So there is a gamble right now that these doppelganger already know what's going on, but you don't know for sure.
All right. In
Neither
that case,
does RoBear, because I'm rolling for everything.
that's fair. Again, riding the high of I have strategized my way out of two separate things now, but not smart enough to come up with a new plan. I just pull the gold pouch out again and try to obscure my face. And as they walk up, I announce, Is this the place where we are bringing donations? Is this the Mass of Midnight?
They look at you. Are you not with your compatriot?
I am a lowly wanderer and a devout follower of Lathander. I've come in from the inn after hearing all these stories from strangers and wayward journeymen, and I looked to see if I could contribute or help.
Since you are a blue dragonborn and the rest of your party has arrived as adventurers, as dragonborn, I need you to roll me a deception check that you are not with this party.
He didn't say that he wasn't with the party.
You have everything except for your advantage card.
All right, I'll throw.
Lord,
Oh no!
you're gonna need all our cards actually.
That is a big old 4 on that one.
Throw some cheese on that.
Throw some cheese on that bitch.
I don't know that I have enough dice to help that out.
Just saying.
You know what? Screw it. It's on brand for Ilkun to be a bad liar.
It's true.
Please, sir, you have spent quite a lot of money. Let us assist you and take you to the rest of your party. As the ushers now look to escort you over to the rest of your party.
Oh, those people. Yeah, okay. No, I'm sorry. I thought you meant I didn't know these other guys. No, those guys are I'm with yes, okay. Nope, that I know that. Hey, the Vaknor.
Oh,
Hey.
Ilkun.
We missed you, buddy. Come on in.
We figured that
He's gonna
you...
whisper under his breath.
The two ushers look at you and go, we figured that you left your red hat at home.
Yes. That's so many hits.
I need you to roll your danger sense perception with advantage before you step inside the door.
Oh, okay. Huh.
Dang it.
17. Ilkun, when you step in, it's that brief second, even though it's getting darker outside, you get that absolute telling smell of iron as you see some blood trickling down from the side of the church where Dalen went for his campus lap. As you step into the church.
I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers.
We're gonna get our money back now. Nah, we're gonna get our money back.
All right, so
I think we'll figure it out. Just
so
be cool.
as they're ushering me in, and I'm kind of still in character, I'm being jubilant, trying not to overplay my hand, although it's probably pretty not great. At which point I look up and across the church, I lock eyes with Nelson, and I just, Nelson, yes or no?
No. He's gonna do it.
Oh, you're pointing. Okay. No. We have a service.
Everybody's gonna look up and go, he's gonna whisper, no.
He's gonna make us sit through the whole damn mass.
The whole thing.
All right. Well, I was committed to doing whatever Nelson told me there. If he said yes, I was killing people in a church. So I tucked the. I looked disappointed, visibly disappointed, but I put the gold back in my pocket and just let them escort me, I suppose.
A message, since I know that they have the ability to message back, taking advantage of this distraction to communicate with my party, and with Rosamundi. These are doppelgangers. I'm not exactly sure what their plan is, but instead of jumping immediately to bloodshed and ruining our chance of catching one alive or catching one at all, I recommend we not let them know that we're onto their little plan, and when the moment is right, we spring it. And they can reply back, right? So
I guess they can.
To which I respond with, well, that is good because I have no additional characters to play. I believe I have reached the limit of my deceptive abilities.
And without missing a beat, Amatti, in his very straightforward tone, sends back, how many did you say there were?
8.
He kind of starts to gesture a nod towards the number of people in the room.
Honoring your natural 20 on persuasion towards Rosamundi. Said that they're all doppelgangers.
That's what I got, right? Like, they're all doppelgangers, right?
Yeah, remember, this is just our dialogue. She's trying to
I'm just making. I'm second guessing myself. So, yeah. Aye.
Okay. For the first time, you look and see on her demeanor, even as this guise that you're able to pierce through, she looks nervous. Her crew behind her look nervous. You can tell that they're a bit shocked by this revelation as well.
Going to extend my walking staff towards her, the pommel of it, and from it produce just a small, and a rose appears. And I hand it to her, and I say, "My dearest Rosamundi, we have a mass to enjoy."
She's gonna send in a message back to you. What the
Yep.
Calm the fuck down. You look nervous.
I'm gonna message, if possible, in a way to Almuron in this situation and be like, well, we're in a church and they're all doppelgangers and we know that. What's your take on this? Do we try to get him outside or what are we doing?
This is our worst case scenario.
Yep.
If we wait for them to make the first move, we may not have a choice. But if we make that move, we not only start a war with the Zentarum, but we may start a spiritual one as well.
Can I try and get Ilkun's attention?
You guys are free to converse.
Is it protected conversation, just to be clear?
No, we're kind of like talking out loud. We're like whispering, and I'm like, psst. Psst.
Are you? Are you? Okay.
Psst.
I give him one of these.
He's gonna tap the seat next to him. Come sit by us.
Rose turns and looks at you. Where am I supposed to go?
Right where you are.
Rose is in this.
He's
spot.
right there.
Oh, Rose, you're so small. I didn't see you there. Oh my goodness. How could I was looking above you and not at you. I'm so sorry.
The DM's an asshole for not giving me a token.
I agree. How rude.
I'm good. Over here, I can push my elbows out and not hit anybody.
No, Ilkun, I need you to come over here.
It's very cramped.
Whisper in my ear. I'll sit on your lap. You can sit on mine. I'll sit over here.
You come to me.
No, Ilkun, it only works if you come over here.
Got this whole bench to myself.
Now I just hope it's the most awkward, loud shuffle ever. It's making his way over.
Quite literally just like a toddler who doesn't want to go do his chores.
You're
I hate church.
You're gonna get this piece over here. What are we doing? This is.
And he goes,
What?
he's gonna go back. Now he's like in the message. He's gonna go. Okay, now that we're all here,
Sit with us.
shush. Would it be best for us to disengage from this group entirely for the moment?
I was just.
I
gonna
was
get up in
already
the middle.
disengaged. You engaged me.
No, you were engaged first.
I was over there.
Yes, when did you in the room?
Oh my God! Your leg is so heavy. Oh,
I didn't
we-
want to be here.
you're crushing
Are
me.
we?
You're crushing me.
I
Are
feel
we
like we
just
should
gonna
leave.
get up in the middle of this mass and try to leave? Or are we
No,
gonna...
remember, I have and he kind of like gestures to like his palm. He's like, I have a hither staff.
No, that's right. Okay.
We can just portal out of here.
That's right.
See, Ilkun? That's why I wanted you over here.
Wait, there's
So we can leave?
Yes.
That sounds
Yeah.
great. I don't like it here.
I don't want.
Well, neither do I.
I don't want to start a war with Lathander by
Neither do I. I don't
starting
want
a
to fight in
massacre
here.
in his temple.
So, I think we should go. Any objections?
Nope.
Not from me.
All right.
Everybody
so,
hop through the
DM,
portal and then say, "Hey, come get us." See if they come outside.
so DM, this is the question for you then. Can I see through the church windows?
No, roll a perception check.
Okay. This is what this plan hinges on. Hot dog.
20. The first thing that you notice is that the moonlight is no longer shining in.
Oh no.
It is as dark as you have ever seen it outside. Some will say that it is the darkest night before dawn. Sometimes we must wait for the light of the Dawnfather to shine upon us. Father Doman gestures for his help on either side as they begin preparing the vestments. In particular, you see the relic of which you saw earlier.
Mm-hmm.
That literal piece of the Dawnfather. On this altar. The attendants on either side begin unraveling something in a reddish burgundy leather. Nelson, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
You.
$19.
There's something vile about that leather. It looks like stained human skin.
Oh no.
Time to stop whatever's going on.
What's that meme? Oh hell no.
Sorry, do I get anything else from the perception check, or can I move? Sorry. Do I get anything else from that?
No,
What is
that's your
Okay.
piece.
Father Dolman. Nelson stands up, straightens his coat, waits for Father Dolman to look at him. Does he?
He continues to focus on the ritual in front of him. I'm gonna roll a wisdom saving throw for that.
Okay. Oh.
He glances up and makes eye contact.
Is this the item which I've come here to purchase for my donation? I would like to inspect it if you do not mind. And I approach the altar.
I am sorry if you're mistaken. Your donation is for our service. And for the light of the Dawnfather. It is not for the relics.
Oh. Well, do tell, what
Of
is
the
that other
past.
relic? I had the benefit of looking at the first one today, but I was understanding that I was purchasing the services of everybody here tonight.
The attendants begin to walk up forward. Almuron, seeing you leave the bench, will also
I'm also
begin
gonna
to
stand
get
up.
up.
I'm standing up.
Can you just remind me real quick, RoBear, the like this relic, this like reliquary piece, whatever it is, what is it exactly? The good one, not the evil, gross, bloodstained thing.
The one that looks good.
Yes.
Like a finger, or is it like a thing?
I'm trying to get to my notes as well. I'm trying to remember what the breast piece was what was on top of my head, but I want to make sure I get it right.
Okay.
No worries.
Because I have a real dumb idea.
Is it on the table?
Yes. Give me 1 second here.
I have another dumb idea.
Oh, I bet mine's dumb.
I'm actively undertaking a dumb idea, but if you got a better dumb idea, I'm all ears.
Well, I mean, whatever happens from this point forward, it ain't gonna be pretty. So,
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, I was close. It is the Amulet of Dawnbreaker has a fragment of Lathander's skull in it.
Oh,
Christ.
okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And they've got the spooky evil skin rag that they're gonna try to do something with.
Yes.
Do you have something that you want to do?
It's dumb, but it's real on point for Vaknor, so I would love to run this by you, RoBear, before seeing everybody stand up and like something's going down. It's very clearly something's off. I would love to try one of the dumbest things I think I've ever done in a D&D game to try to get this thing away from them.
oh my god,
I would love to just pull out that fishing pole and just try to hook that breastplate and pull it back to
It's
me.
amulet, the amulet of Lathander. Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna fishing pole it.
I would love to try. What is more Vaknor than trying to pull out this fishing pole and be like, whoop, try to yank this thing back?
if you would allow it, I would like to parallel do something like as he's doing that.
Oh, let chaos reign.
Yes, because of course, you know, it's always a good competition between the two of them. He sees what he's doing. Would you? So is this a pillar right next to us?
On the
Yes,
right
it
here.
is a pillar.
Yeah, on the right. So, as he's like standing up to like fish, can I just kind of like, you know, lean next to him? And I would love to use the hither thither to put a portal in the column, and then also where I see the amulet.
Oh, you're just gonna portal under it.
Just reach through it.
Just reach through and grab it.
I mean, these are all independent actions, so yes, you can certainly try.
I would like. That's what I'm saying. I like to try in case, you know. See which one of us gets it first.
What is your portal again? What's it coming
My
from?
portal. It's so it is. I get to use an action to expend one charge from the staff. I'm gonna put it in here just so that way you can see.
Okay, it's from your staff. Okay, from
It's
hither.
from
Yeah,
staff.
you said that from the hither thither staff. Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just making it big enough for me to like reach a hand through
All
and
right.
grab.
You can see where you're gonna make that. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That's what you're gonna do.
That's what I would like to do, and kind of like in parallel of Vaknor, just so that way they can't have it.
Because you guys have no idea what's going on. So you guys are both doing this at the same time. All right, Nelson, you need to tell me what you're doing without knowing meta-wise the shit show that's about to go down with your buddies. What was your intention when you first started to take some...
I'll be candid. My intention was to convince Father Doman that we're also members of the Black Network and that he's completely buffed up illicit meeting that we were setting up.
Unfortunately, there's no way that this can be conveyed in the same amount of time that this else is going down.
Noted.
Ilkun, is there anything that you would like to add to this pile without knowing that a fishing pole and a portal is about to be activated?
How much activity do I see them generate? Like how much is there?
Nothing. You have no idea what's about to happen. Everyone stood like this is that moment in the wedding or in church where everybody just stood up. Like nobody knows what's about to go down.
I'm just gonna limber up. I'm just gonna stretch. I don't want to pull something. It's kind of one of these. One of these.
All right.
Also, yeah. Let's. In case it all goes sideways, I'll enter a rage.
And by the way, is there a chance that I could do this fast enough that they don't actually like see what happened to it?
I mean, you won't know that.
It's true.
These are things that you can only hope.
Mm-hmm.
Stealing. I think I'm about to steal.
Okay. So, this is how this is gonna go. Vaknor,
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and invoke Country Boy Can Survive, and I'm going to allow you to roll your survival at advantage.
Wonderful. I love for me. At advantage. All right. Here
It's not bad. You got a clear cast in here. You got high ceilings. And
this is so wild, bro. This man up here acting like Big the Cat. Swear to God.
Oh my God!
This man is Big the Cat. He Big the Cat.
That'd be the dumbest night in D&D history.
That did not just happen.
I don't know,
Country Boy
Froggy.
can't survive. I saw a situation, saw bad things going down.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
I pull out this polar angling, and we are angling to make this a better day for everyone.
That's insane.
Lathander be praised.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Okay. This is how this is gonna go. This is how it's gonna go, baby. Oh. As something begins to be unraveled from this literal folio of human skin, you all stand up. Vaknor, always at the ready to drop a line. In slow motion, Nelson, you see this fishing line go over the top. Amatti opening up a portal at the same time. You can see Father Doman extending their hand, one going towards that folio, the other towards that relic of the Dawnfather. When they extend their hand, you see it, Amatti, it goes through your portal.
I'm gonna grab it. Hey, buddy.
You grapple the hand of Father Doman.
Get rid of it.
Vaknor, you're reeling in a literal fragment of a god. As you see Father Doman's other hand lifting up the horn of Orcus.
Oh God.
As they go to smash it into that relic.
Can I close the portal?
Amatti, when we return next week, you're going to be rolling a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my God.
As that horn of Orcus is going through the portal, whether it hits your hand or Father Doman's. And that's where we'll pick up next week.
Welcome back, I guess.
What the hell is a horn of Orcus?
Oh, you know, the
reanimates the
demon
beast.
lord of undead.
It reanimates the piece of the creature it hits, right?
Oh, it does all sorts of
It
stuff.
does
It's not a good thing.
all sorts of things.
I don't know anything beyond that.
It's bad, is what it is. It's a very bad thing for them to have.
This could go very poorly. Is all I'm saying. And I mean, like in a way that it hasn't gone poorly for us before.
I just want to say, guys, I told you so.
You didn't know any better.
The dice redeemed your intuition. And we love that.
They sure did.
Cool. And
The
also,
perfect cast.
I'm getting my flirt on with Rosamunde.
We don't even know who Rosemary actually is. That could be Jerry from Lithuania.
Listen, have you ever seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith? That's what I'm going for.
Yeah, it's literally Mr. and Mrs. Smith in the same person.
Listen, I'm in.
Oh, this is wild, and I love it. I love it so much.
It's so dumb, but it's so D&D.
This is so our game. This is our game to a T.
Yes.
Hey.
Oh, it's going down. We
Ted,
will.
that's inspired, man. That was genius.
I've been fishing all weekend, man. I got fishing on the brain.
Too fitting. Too fitting. Oh, I'm so excited. This is gonna be great. Combat inside the Dawnfather's church and saving him from the Horn of Orcus. Let's go. Oh man. Hey.
I'm gonna become a champion of Lathander now. God damn it. I can't stay away from divinity no matter how hard I try.
Congratulations, you proved yourself.
Oh man, this is so much better than this chapter.
Amazing.
Oh, God, I really want to play for another 3 hours, but I hate it.
I mean, and I could, literally.
All hail Lathander, Lord of Sandwiches.
Here is my herald of sandwiches.
Oh shit, yeah. Whoa!
What?
Hello?
Put the dice away. Put the dice away.
Said that.
Well, you know what? I will go ahead and give you a natural 20 on your initiative next week.
All right.
With the
Amazing.
Let's go. Good to be back with you guys. My jaw hurts from laughing. It's a good Monday.
Amazing.
Let's go.
So happy.
This is gonna be a banger.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a banger. And
What else for our 21st birthday party? So
poor Dalen
Not a lick of
outside.
alcohol for us.
Poor Dalen. Only Dalen got drunk.
And it was the last time he got drunk.
Maybe, who
That
knows?
was a good one, buddy.
Who knows? We don't know what kind of condition his condition's in.
No.
Dalen's blood is real thin though. we know that. Oh hell yeah!
my God.
Good stuff, you guys. But this is where we're gonna have to love you and leave you. I'll see you tomorrow night. We'll probably be playing more of Sunderfolk on stream over here. But Starfinder's gonna be here before you guys know it. Much love, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Peace out, chat. Bye, everybody.